What up, though? This. I turned the mic off.
Restart.
Restart. What up? This your boy BZ430 back again with another episode of Dead End Gaming, episode 38.
38.
Yeah. See, I'm on point.
You're always on point, though. We expect that from you.
Yeah. A second ago, I turned my mic off while I was talking and shit. But yes, of course, your boy BZ430. Me, Mugga. Oh, Eric V. I'm sorry.
I'm both, man.
Oh, okay. Got the lovely Tyler in the building.
Hey, what up, though?
And granted, 1K. Might as well just call you 1K now.
No, you gotta say 1,000 hours.
Gotta say 1,000 hours?
1,000 hours.
Okay.
And still Mr. Machete, even though I've been slacking this week. I've been busy. But Machete!
Recording live here at Dead End Studios, of course, in Atlanta, Georgia. Also, too, this Saturday.
It's Saturday.
You know, if y'all listen to this, it's Friday, which is mean tomorrow. But if y'all watching this live, like y'all should be right now, this Saturday here live at Dead End Studios, we gonna have our Mortal Kombat 11 tournament. Man, it's going down, going down. Of course, hosted by Dead End Gaming. Folks, yourself, I'm gonna be on the wheels of steel, playing great music, great beats and everything. And of course, we're gonna have the rest of the crew up here. I think Tyler's gonna be out of town for Mother's Day, so that's a great cause, great reason. She's going back home, back to Detroit for Mother's Day weekend, and you gonna be here, right?
I will be here.
And Kevin's gonna be here. Everybody else, Dead End Hip Hop crew gonna be here more likely. You know, everybody showing support and showing love. We're gonna be having a good time. You got any words about this Saturday?
I can't wait. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be dope. It's gonna be fun. So if you're in the Atlanta area, come through. You can still sign up. I extended the deadline because I want to be fair to everybody. Because everybody's like, yo, I can't get it. My paycheck ain't hit right now. Right. Like, it ain't even that much money. I mean, come on now. You can do it. It's all good. We're going to get y'all set up and ready to go. We want to show y'all the setup. We've been working on it. I've been working this whole week. Been getting everything right. Shout out to DEG and Koi Kid helping me with the stream settings yesterday on my own Twitch.
And also, real quick before we get started, I want to give a shout out to Modest Media. He hooked up the Dead End Gaming logo. So if y'all been always giving props on the logo, make sure you show that man Modest Media some love. He's the one that was working hard on getting the logo hooked up, and he's getting our good ambiance set up for the MK tourney. You know what I mean? Like, shout out to Modest Media,
putting
man.
His flavor on.
Yeah, putting that flavor on and everything. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, we talking about you. Stop. But yeah, just want to give a shout.
Now, come on.
Also, shout out to Kevin. Shout out to Bloodbath, man. Always producing the show for us, getting the topics and everything together. So shout out to him. I gotta show the whole crew love. So with that being said, what y'all been playing, Granddad?
All I've been able to play, because I've been practicing and also getting things ready for Mortal Kombat 11 is Mortal Kombat 11. So no days gone this week. I did go to a tournament, though. I went to the Earthrealm Dojo over at Access Replay. Mm-hmm. It was this past, I think it was Saturday. Yeah, last Saturday. Really dope. It was a lot of people there, like over 100 competitors. They had some pro-level players like Forever King and Slayer, who I actually went against. I got a match on him. You know, I was surprised that, because Slayer's a pretty good player. He's a Evo contender and combo breaker. He's in the pro circuit. As well as Infinity, a lot of cool people. But yeah, it was really dope scene. Had a lot of fun. And then after that, just been, working on getting this tournament ready for y'all. So yeah, just Mortal Kombat.
What about you, Tyler?
I finally actually opened Mortal Kombat and took the plastic off the fucking box and put it in and turned it on today. But then I had about 10 minutes to play before I had to come here. So I've gotten the slightest taste of Mortal Kombat, but have not actually gotten a chance to delve into it. I got a chance to play some more Rage, more of the original Rage, because Rage 2 comes out a week from today, which I'm so fucking excited about.
The 17th. Comes out the 17th. No, you good. I'm cussing right there with you, motherfucker. You play that fucking game.
That's what the fuck I'm talking about.
You play that motherfucking game. Bitch.
Detroit, stand the fuck up.
That's right.
But yeah, right. So looking forward to Rage 2 coming out next week. Also did another Jackbox Party stream, which was cool. I want to say that was last week. You did it this past Sunday again? No, not this past Sunday. The Sunday before that. And so Mother's Day is next weekend. And Cinco de Mayo was this Sunday, so I was turning up.
Okay.
I had time to, I love y'all, but I had to,
Yeah.
So, but yeah, Mother's Day is next Sunday, so that's not a good day for it either. But probably the Sunday after that, we'll get back to doing another Jackbox Party stream. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that when I get back in town, I'm gonna pick up Fallout 76 again, because I've been wanting to get back into it. So that's what's really coming up for me, is trying to beat Rage before Rage 2 comes out. And then Rage 2 and Fallout 76 and Mortal Kombat, of course. That's what I'm gonna be on next week.
What about you, Eric V?
First game, Tales of Vesperia. I gotta announce that I'm retiring Tales of Vesperia from Twitch. I'm only gonna play that by myself, because it's just boring as fuck. It's boring as fuck to watch.
Bro, I wasn't gonna say
the game I said that's trash too.
Yo, Yeah.
It's not that it's trash. It's just that
it's just not a streamable game.
It's not, man. It's a
just like-
whole lot of just talking and shit. And I'm just like, when I get to the final dungeon, I will stream that. But anything before that, y'all not seeing it. But Tales of Vesperia, I'm loving it more. I went to Kansas this weekend, so on the plane I played some Hyrule Warriors, played some Smash
I missed
Brothers.
That stream. I missed that. I missed Tyler's stream and your stream. I came all late, like, hey, what's up?
Oh yeah.
And then Tyler, all right, y'all, thank you guys for watching. And then I'm getting ready to leave.
I'm busy here. I gotta go.
I know, right? I'm like, damn. And then the other day when Mean Mugger and his homie was playing, I came in like, what's up? They like, man, we getting ready to leave, man. I'm like, damn.
That 4 hours, dog.
Yeah.
But the stream that BZ is referring to is the old school Suntur Day once again. We didn't make it Saturday. We was busy fishing Saturday, so we didn't have time to stream it. So we chose
He was out fishing and shit.
Sunday. We didn't catch a goddamn thing but malaria.
Why are you here then?
We got bit the fuck up. That shit was not cool at all. But it was cool chilling with the homies, right? The day ones. But on that old school Sunday,
No.
Don't say it.
Can we just agree
say
now
Sunday.
that you're just not going to say that anymore ever?
it's assumed.
It's a oh
We
my
played
God.
some Street Fighter Alpha 3, some Street Fighter EX 3, some Metal Slug 5, Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks, and Twisted Metal Black. That was the longest old school Saturday.
I hate I missed that Twisted Metal Black. I
Sunday
love that
stream.
game.
And it was dope as fuck, man. It was the first one I did with somebody else. It was the longest one. The first time I was drunk on stream because it was Cinco de Mayo. It was his birthday. It was my mom's birthday.
Oh,
you know,
so
it
was
just
just all types
it just
of
was what it
reasons,
was.
like-
I'm just lit and leaning. That shit was fun.
You was drunk on the stream?
Yeah, man.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Is that still up? I need to go back.
Yeah, I
and look
wasn't.
at the little
You know, I
highlights
can
of it.
control myself. You know what I mean?
Oh,
But
okay.
I was leaning a little bit, laughing
She
a
was
little
open
too
like, thanks for the ride, lady. Thanks for the ride. She was like,
No, it was dope though,
Okay.
man. For those of you who had missed it, y'all missed a dope ass show.
dang, well, the only game I really had time to play because I was out of town. I was gone for my birthday celebration. Enjoying the beautiful ocean and beach and sand between my toes and everything. But when I did get back, I was playing Mortal Kombat. I think I played Division a little bit, but I'm like, my focus is Mortal Kombat right now. I wanna get through that story. I haven't been watching none of your videos and none. I'm like, I'm not watching.
I just finished it. I just put the finale out this past.
Oh, you
Sunday.
did?
So all 12 videos are up on the YouTube channel.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I binge played that shit. I binge recorded it.
Yeah,
So I already had it done for like a week ago, but I just put them out every day. But yeah,
Yeah, I'm like, damn, he
So I ain't
getting
gonna
through
tell you
it.
nothing.
Yeah.
Just keep playing.
I'm on
but-
chapter 5.
Oh yeah, you
I'm
still
on
got
chapter
some
5.
good stuff to go.
Yeah,
through.
so that's all I've been playing is that. I definitely need. I still got to play Devil's May Cry. I still want to get into that, and I'm trying to figure out. I know we was talking. I want to do some like play some old school gaming too, since I got like all these classic systems, and I want to use a caption card and like stream and play the old games because I was playing a little bit of Twisted Metal too.
Oh,
And I was like,
okay,
oh
yeah,
man,
yeah.
I would
That's the
have
first one I
loved to
played.
stream this. I would have loved to like have this go on Twitch, but I don't have no caption cards. So yeah, I want to get that going on. But yeah, that's all I've been playing. Just Mortal Kombat. It's gonna be Mortal Kombat for the next week and a half. It's gonna be Mortal Kombat really until Division 2 come out with their raid with their next update.
Oh,
so,
B, I know you saw it. My
That's it.
Instagram story. I bought Nier Automata.
Did I?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
You
I
can
can't
see all
remember.
my
if I did.
Instagram stories. But anyway, I bought Nier
know,
Automata,
yeah.
y'all. So one day I'm gonna be streaming that.
What? For
Yeah,
real?
dog. Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's an awesome game.
Yeah.
It's an awesome
So,
game.
so I've heard.
Everybody a game at a time.
I know, right?
Got you buying Nier, got me buying Division and shit. Got us making different choices
Right.
in life.
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
that's what's
So,
up. So
I'm excited for that. I don't know when I'm gonna start playing it. Yeah, it's on sale right now. It's on sale on Xbox and PS4. So for those of y'all who haven't played it yet, pick it up now. I think I picked it up for like 30, 20, something like that.
It's worth
pretty
it.
cheap.
It's worth it all. It's worth all that. So make sure y'all cop that.
Eric balling so hard. I hear he don't remember how much he like paid
I
for
know.
shit. He's
He
like, I
like,
think
shit,
it costs like 30,
30,
30, I think
70.
70.
I just swiped that shit. I just swiped the shit. It don't matter.
Right.
Who looks at the
Just
price
throw it
tag?
in the bag. Just throw it in the bag. I'm not even.
Look at price tags where they do that at. Like,
Right.
It's all
Exactly.
digital. You know what I mean? I ain't.
Damn.
He's like, I just hit add to
My
cart.
wallet's still
Right.
saying wait. You know?
Add the
Add to cart. Add to cart. Add to cart. Check out, bitch.
You're right. Damn. But all right. So going to news. So what y'all think about this Sonic getting remodeled after all the backlash? What y'all think about that? Because
All right, let me say this.
like to me, that's the power of the internet, man. That
Yes.
is the power of social
I'm glad
media.
that they're redesigning Sonic because the way he looked was trash. Like they didn't have his hands right. They
Like
didn't
a stray
have the feet
dog.
right. The eyes were fucked up. He looked like nothing like Sonic's supposed to look, and I'm glad they're going to change that. People were automatically. I don't know if it's because of how he looked, how they were trashing the trailer. And I don't get why they had Gangsta's Paradise in there. I still don't understand that shit. I have no idea what that has
The
to do
movie
with
still,
Sonic the Hedgehog
the movie
at
still
all.
looks garbage, regardless
Yeah.
if they upgrade Sonic or not. The movie
But
still
you
looks
know
garbage.
what? I'm gonna
No.
as a lifelong Sonic fan, I'm
No.
gonna give not I don't know if I'm gonna see it, but I'm not gonna shit on it 100%. And I don't know how Jim Carrey's gonna do as Robotnik either.
He looked awful
He
to
looked.
me.
I mean, I don't like. Why didn't they get somebody other than? I was like Jim Carrey's Robotnik.
You couldn't get no
Really?
one kind of chunky or
I mean,
a little bit
they could
round
get a
or
big
something.
dude to do it. Like they could have to put on some weight or something. Like it's just so many things about this movie that just does not look like it's gonna be good at all. But I was like, because I guess I'm a Sonic fan, I want it to win. I want it to be good, even though I know it's not gonna be. Like in my heart, I'm like, okay, because I love Sonic as a franchise and a video game franchise. I'm like, please be halfway decent, but it's gonna be trash.
This is gonna be another.
gonna be trash.
This is gonna be another video game turn movie fail.
And also,
Like,
I don't know why
another-
they have it set in like. If this is like, I don't know if this is the origin story of how Robotnik and Sonic met, but why is it in like the real world? I know like Sonic Adventure is kind of in the real world, but the original Sonic was in their own like world. So why is it like now they're like pretty much he's hanging down the street, running down the road and
Right.
shit in like Nevada in the desert. And
Right,
shit, like,
Like
right.
riding in a car.
Exactly.
Like Sonic.
Why does Sonic ever
Goes
roll in a
faster than his
goddamn
car,
car? Like honestly, like I just don't see the premise of why they went this route with the movie, but we'll see. They got a month. When the movie come out? Like June?
I don't know.
I don't even care.
Shit.
I don't care.
I'm with B.
No, the end of the year.
Like
Another-
the look was the least of my worries.
Yeah.
This trailer looked terrible. Bro.
Regardless if Sonic look good or
Right,
not.
right. Like you can change whatever you want. You
Right.
can't change
It's
that
all
script.
bad.
It's too late
It's
for
all
that.
bad. Yeah. I mean, I'm just trying to like give them a glimmer of shot, but I know it's gonna be trash. I know it is.
Like Jim Carrey using that old ass comedy, bro. I'm sick of it. What's up?
I'm gonna go see it.
You know what, Kyle? I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna see it too. I'm gonna see it too.
See, thank you.
I'ma see it
just
because-
takes one person to,
I'm gonna
say
see it off just general
Wait.
purpose.
So
That's some
you
easy
said
ass
you was
peer
gonna see
pressure.
it?
Yeah, I'm gonna see it. I'm not gonna see it like the day it comes out,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna see it. In
You gonna
theaters.
spend money in the movie theater? What's up? What's up, man?
They're changing how the character look though.
That's
Yeah,
what
that's
I'm
what
talking
I'm
about.
saying.
That's not
That's
even.
what
That's
you're
what they
talking
say. Is like that's not even the biggest issue.
The Dr. Robotnik thing you was talking about, he didn't always look like that though. He was transforming to Dr. Robotnik. So he started off like skinny.
I don't ever remember a skinny.
I don't
Robot.
remember
Never
Skinny
remember
Robot.
Like at the
Never.
Never.
What they're saying that
Man,
them niggas lied to you, right?
some bullshit.
who was that?
Who was it? Sega said that? Nigga, they lying.
He always been fat.
He
He
been a
always
big
been round.
plump motherfucker since Sonic 1.
You know that.
I'm
But
just saying,
what they're saying about the movie?
if it was an original story, I didn't know about it. That's what they're saying.
Nah,
You know what? I don't mind the changes. I don't mind the look. Like it just don't look good.
Yeah.
Like the best thing I could say about it was that the special effects look decent on the speed, but as far as the jokes and the premise, like it's whack, dog. It's whack.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
gonna be a corny movie.
Fire. I'm
It's
a
gonna be
fire stick it. Wait for it to hit fire stick. I'm not gonna spend no money on this. I'm not going to movie theater and spending money on this movie. Never. No.
Like the thing of them changing the way that the character is designed just weird to me. Like it's on one hand, like, okay, great, y'all are listening to your fans. But on the other hand, it's like they should have never gave you niggas internet. Like it's just to me, like the fact that people can talk so much shit about something that the
Yeah.
studio's gonna be like, oh wait, sorry guys, we're gonna change it. It's just weird to me. Like when you think about especially like those of us that are old enough to remember before the internet was what it was, not to age myself or anybody else. But the point is when you think about that, like there just wasn't like nobody was writing letters to something and making them
Yeah.
change
Right.
that.
Right.
And so it's just
you didn't
when you
have
think
that.
about how
We didn't
much-
have social media at our fingertips.
Right.
Yeah.
And so the internet has transformed so much about the world that it's like mind blowing to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I think it's a blessing and a curse.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
in
It
this
is.
instance, I think it's a little bit more of a curse.
Honestly, I think if the trailer was good, they wouldn't have shat on how he looked. They would have still shat on it, but it wouldn't have been as bad. But since the trailer was trash and he looked bad, they just
It was
ripped
like
the shit to
the-
shreds.
yeah.
So Sega and whoever the studio is producing it, I don't know who's doing it, but they're scrambling because they want somebody to go see this movie or somebody to be excited about the movie. So it's okay, we'll fix it. We'll make you happy with how Sonic looks because they can't reshoot the whole movie. Movie's done, so they can do CGI over, it, but they can't get Jim Carrey and Hulk has to come back and redo the shit and rewrite a movie in 6 months. So we gonna see. It's gonna tank though. It's gonna tank.
Yeah. I've said it before. I say it again. Detective Pikachu is gonna be the first good video game movie. I'm gonna see it next week. I'm gonna actually see it in theaters. Like that shit's gonna be tight. But back to Sonic.
Somebody said on the internet that Sonic is is Detective Pikachu's tether.
Oh no.
Fucked up.
That shit looks like, the thing about Sonic is he's been changed in the past. I remember when Sonic Boom came out and they made his arms blue or something like that.
Yeah.
And my attitude is like, it's for the kids. Like, I don't care.
Right,
That's
right,
theirs now.
Right.
But when you put 90s music in it and you put Jim Carrey doing 90s comedy in it,
You gotta make that
but
a
you
90s
don't make Sonic look like the
Exactly.
90s. I'm like, who is this for? Who is this for? What are you doing?
And I was like, where the fuck Sonic get a boombox and a cassette for Gangsta's Paradise in the first place? And then he plays the shit indoors, and then all of a sudden he's outside in the desert ready to ride. But it's just like
Like, pick a fast 90s song.
you know what I mean? Like, why did they?
Yeah.
You know, they should have went for the nostalgia factor and used some actual Sonic music. That would have been dope. Like
That would have been hot.
That would have been like honestly, if you got to do fan service, because this is the first Sonic feature film, you should have went all out. Like, you shouldn't have fucked up at all, because from the initial like poster that came out, they shat on it.
Yeah, people were mad.
So they should have knew from that point, okay, we got to make this trailer fire.
They're like, his leg's too long. Now look what you got.
Yeah.
Everything fucked up.
His whole torso is long. Like everything. Only way,
out
you
here
know
with
what though?
6'3".
Switch it up. Only way I see this movie is if we all agree to see this shit together.
I'm down to
And
see
then
it.
just like-
I know about it.
And then, like,
I do if we all go see it.
If we all agree to go see
I'm
this shit
super down
together,
to see that.
and then, yeah, and like just
do that
review it
shit.
for episode. I do that. All right.
All right.
I would definitely take that for the team because I don't want to see
He's
it.
gonna walk out
But if-
halfway up. He's like, fuck this shit.
None of y'all can't run to Detroit either. Y'all motherfuckers like going to Detroit.
No.
I'm gonna be in
No,
Detroit that
If-
weekend.
Like we have to like pick a day or something.
Granddad
Like,
be like,
and just- and
well,
let's go see
shit,
it.
you know, I'm gonna be in Somalia. You know, I can't make it.
No. If we pick a day, a time, or whatever, and decide to
When
go
does
see
it
this
come out?
together.
I think it comes out in like November. I think it comes out at the end of the year.
Oh.
Yeah,
Let's find out.
I don't think it was like summertime.
They said they had to redo the CGI. They can't redo a full movie CGI.
Oh yeah, that's a
in 1
lot.
month.
That takes a lot to do
It
that.
takes a while to do that.
Yeah,
do
it takes
that,
a lot.
November 8th.
Oh yeah. Well, when that time come, I might
Yeah,
feel
it's
different.
not a lot of time. So
I might feel different.
They got to be extra people on deck to do the CGI for that movie.
They need to
Over.
change the whole thing if they wait
They
that
can't do
long.
that. They got to scratch the movie. They're like coming out 2022. and shit.
Right.
Like, even when
Scrap-
studios do that, it don't work. Like with Justice League, they try to Frankenstein that shit back together.
Yeah.
Like, nah, it's too late.
It's over.
Fucked up mustaches and fucked up tones, and it just didn't work. This
I'm
shit ain't
afraid
gonna
to
work.
see
either.
like how all the other characters look. I'm afraid if they show Tails and Tails look fucked up, I'm gonna be mad. If Tails walk in looking like that fox on that meme, I'll be so hot.
They're a crackhead.
Yeah,
fox.
crackhead
I
ass
thought that
fox.
was Knuckles. They were showing Knuckles a couple times.
Yo.
Oh, I know you talk about that crackhead looking fox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Knuckles my favorite character. So if they fuck up Knuckles too, I'm like, yo.
I don't think they have Knuckles.
He's not gonna be in.
I feel like they're gonna be like an after credit scene. Like, oh shit, I don't know, man. They're gonna fuck it up. I don't.
It's, gonna be, it's already fucked up.
This is
They
gonna be the
already-
Dragon Ball evolution for Sonic.
Oh yeah.
They gonna have an after credit scene like a Marvel film. Like,
Right,
hey, we're
yeah.
gonna tease you the next Sonic movie.
Nigga, we ain't
with
coming back
Tails.
for this shit.
We're all not getting a nose.
Like, we all gonna sit there and watch the credits for end credit sequence, and then Tails gonna come running out and like wink at the camera and run away, and everybody in the theater's gonna be like,
Right.
oh.
Nah,
we
son.
gotta see two now.
No, son.
Like hell no.
No.
You know what though? One of y'all said it was gonna tank. I think it's actually gonna make money. That's the crazy thing about
know
it.
what?
People mad on the internet, but it's that vocal minority shit.
It's
I
gonna
think
make
people gonna see
money,
that
but
shit.
critic and review wise,
Yeah,
it's gonna
yeah,
get
no,
shredded.
Yeah.
It's gonna get
over.
fucking shredded review wise, but it'll probably make.
Yeah, because it's going to be some people that's like, man, that shit look trash, but I still kind of
still
Like
see
us?
Well, like, yeah. Well,
Like our dumb
it was
asses?
just, well, I just did it, agree for the team. I'm doing this for a team.
I'm gonna go see.
That's
that
why
shit
I'm doing this for.
Regardless,
It was your idea.
Right. Because it was for the team. I'm
He ain't
like,
gonna show up. Watch, we gonna all be there. What easy at? Oh, car trouble, y'all. I can't make it.
it's
Maybe
gonna be-
how it is though.
Look, no, I'm going to do this for the team. I'm gonna really be like, look, okay.
You gonna walk in the wrong theater. Oh, I thought this was Sonic.
No.
Turok.
That's a good one. Touche. I can't even reply back for
They
that.
made a Turok movie, y'all. Come see this shit.
Touche.
We gonna be making this joke until like
Man.
2035.
You know what? It's all right. I can take it. I can definitely take it. That's fine. Speaking of Mortal Kombat tournament that we're having, you know that Mortal Kombat. You know what? As a gamer, I can't believe I never knew they had a gaming Hall of Fame. I never knew they had.
I think
a
it's
video game.
relatively new because when
Yeah.
I was looking at the the ones that have been inducted in the years that they were inducted. It started like 5-6 years ago. It looks like.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because when I was reading that, I was like, wait a minute, a video game Hall of Fame, Mortal Kombat, and after we had all this long discussion about the game and talking about that in Street Fighter, and it's like, here it is going into the video game Hall of Fame, and I think that's like dope as hell. And it makes me, and I was trying to find an article, if y'all find it, I was looking for it, but I was trying to see they had like previous games that won like last year.
Yeah, that's what I saw when I saw that all of them were in the past like 5 years or so. So the ones on there so far were like Tetris, The Sims, like Street Fighter 2 was on there, because I was because if it wasn't, I was gonna talk so much
I know
shit.
You already
I
knew
know
it
you was
was,
gonna come with it.
I did know it was, but just in case it wasn't, like I was gonna come in here
Control
fucking
F.
guns, lasers.
STRE. How you spell that shit?
Was Metal Gear Solid in there? You know,
I don't think so. I think like Oregon Trail, Pong. I don't remember,
that's
but
Hall
like
of
I said,
Fame
it's like
worthy.
5 years, I want to say, and each year they induct. It seems like maybe like
Zelda.
8.
I think Zelda should be in there.
Yeah.
That sounds like it would. Yeah, I think so.
it would
I'm
be.
pretty sure Super
surprised
Mario's-
Super Mario's not it. Super Mario in there?
Probably.
She just going off. Yeah, she's probably
just
just
going off memory.
Yeah.
Okay, they're probably just gonna work their way back from the early days and work their way up. So eventually, as time goes along, like Metal Gear will be in there, and other games that are like pretty much legendary franchises. So
I'm glad Mortal Kombat is in there, man. Like it's
it
a
deserves
game.
a spot.
It's a game. Yeah, it definitely deserves a spot on the Mount Rushmore and Hall of Fame video games, man. So it just makes me think, like, what y'all think can be like the next wave of games that can go in?
I don't know.
Well, Halo's already here, so. Let's see. I'm looking at.
You looking at it right now?
Yeah, and it only did start in 2015, according
Let
to
me
this
let me
list.
take a look at it, because I can
Like
probably.
Doom, Pac-Man, Pong, Super Mario Brothers,
Brothers,
Tetris, and World of Warcraft were the first ones in there, like in 2015.
Okay,
Mario Kart.
Oh, and Mario. No, that's from this year.
Is that?
we looking at the
Oh,
list
you're
right
right.
now. We
My
looking at
bad.
the list right now.
And so then like 2016, Grand Theft Auto 3, Sonic the Hedgehog, Space Invaders, The Legend of Zelda, so that's in there, Oregon Trail, and The Sims.
Okay.
Grand Theft Auto got in there before Metal Gear Solid. That's
Well,
kinda,
Grand Theft Auto technically has been even
Yeah,
though
I
Grand
don't
Theft Auto
see
3 is the
Metal
one that kind
Gear
of
at
changed the whole
Yeah.
game. Grand Theft Auto has been
was
out
on
for a while. Like for the
yeah.
first one, even when it was overhead and shit.
Yeah.
So
on PS1.
yeah.
But I feel like Grand Theft Auto 3 really like shifted the industry,
Yeah.
like for
Entirely.
real,
It did.
in terms of like sandbox, like kind of open world style shooters, and
Maybe I'm biased because I love Metal Gear Solid. And I'm
sure
like,
eventually it'll
damn.
be in there. Like Final Fantasy, is Final Fantasy in there?
Yes.
Okay.
It is in 2018. Final Fantasy's.
Yeah, Final Fantasy 7.
Okay.
Damn. So Metal Gear should be in there. Damn it. I think Metal Gear should be.
You got to put the bid in for him.
Yeah.
You got to
I
write
Hall
them.
of Fame.
Oh, you do?
write them a
No,
stern
I'm
letter.
I know, right?
Like if Solid
Yeah, I think-
Snake ain't in that motherfucker in 2019.
Wait, did I see Legend of Zelda in there?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
And there is a
I
section
was about to say.
submit inductees or to nominate
Metal
some
Gear Solid.
games. So, B, you can go ahead to worldvideogamehallofame.org and
Metal
put in
Gear
your
Solid.
entry
Metal Gear Solid. I'm trying.
for Turok.
The first is y'all remember Turok?
Y'all forgot Turok?
Come on, that's classic.
I would say I would put that like in the 2024 class.
He still got in the Hall of Fame. Turok is not a Hall of Fame game, fam. Come
like
on.
2024. Let's still give it about some more years. Let it sink in.
Oh, my God.
But I'm trying to think what other Metal Gear Solid. better be in the
GoldenEye
next
should be in
class.
there though, for sure. Like it ain't in there?
No, it's not in there.
Not yet. It's gonna be in there
was.
eventually.
Yeah,
I know that's gonna be in there at some point.
I'm trying to think of like an early 2000 game that should be in there. Resident Evil not in there. I
Probably
don't think I
not
saw
yet.
Resident Evil in there.
Probably in the next 5 years, you know.
I mean, if they're just adding games like Mortal Kombat,
Yeah,
it's
that's
like give them
early
some
90s.
time.
Yeah,
You know what I
They
mean?
got a whole decade to run through. So,
Well, Metal Gear is
well,
still
no,
90s.
because some of those titles.
Metal Gear is in the
No.
80s actually. Metal.
Yeah, I'm not talking about time, but as far as like
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat was a huge ass game.
Yeah. Damn.
That's dope. They got a Hall of Fame though. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I was. I didn't. When Kevin put that in, I was like, I didn't know video games had a Hall of Fame. That's dope as hell. So I'm putting my bid in on that. Metal Gear Solid better be next because I'm causing hell if it's not. Because that's my game, man. I love Metal Gear. I love it. Okay, so next up, 150 Riot game employees walked out to protest sexist work environment. Which it was for what's that? League of Legends. League of Legends.
All the games in general, they have a toxic work environment.
Well, he was talking about like what games, like
Yeah.
Riot Games, has been
yeah.
responsible for.
Right. It was
Yeah,
elite-
like League of
yeah.
Legends, I think it was. But I mean, pretty much all of our news stories are all about this central issue of toxic environments at different gaming companies.
'Cause-
So we have Riot Games. We also have Quantic Dream,
Quantic
which I was
Dream,
like,
yep.
no, not my Quantic
Quantic
Dream.
Dream, yeah.
Like I was kind of, I mean, but it's kind of ubiquitous, and that's what's fucked up about
Mm-hmm.
it. And that's why we have like 4 different stories that all have to do with that same general topic. So basically, at Riot Games, 150 people walked out. Was that today? Was that when the walkout was?
It was
Monday.
Yeah, I was about to say. It was,
Okay, yeah,
it was Monday
to
or
protest basically that Riot Games has like a policy, which a lot of companies do, where if you feel like somebody's sexually harassing you or whatever, you can't take them to court and sue them. You have to
That's-
go through like arbitration, basically. And so they're protesting that. And apparently there was another protest at Google that was kind of similar to that in recent history. And so
Yeah, wasn't that, I thought that was like 2017 or
Yeah, I'm
16.
not-
the
yeah, I don't
Google-
know
Yeah,
the-
I remember about the Google one. Yeah,
But yeah, basically, so there have been a lot of instances of women being like sexually harassed, feeling like they were passed over for promotions or not promoted. Apparently, that company is about 80% male and 20% female, and out of all of the like top level execs, 21 out of 23 of them are men. And
That's
so
crazy.
the women are basically saying, you know, we don't have any kind of recourse to complain about this toxic work environment that we're experiencing, because when we say something about it, nothing fucking happens, and then we can't go to a legal system because it's in our contract that we can't do that.
Yep.
And so that's kind of
so that means it's coming from. It's
just
just trickling from the top. It's like the you say 20 out of 23, 21 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's just trickling from the top and just going down,
down,
going
yeah.
down. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. Like as a woman, like why would you even still work in that environment? Well, I guess that's why
but
they-
that's the thing though, and that's why there are so many game companies are overwhelmingly male, and so
Mm-hmm.
many like other kind of tech companies are overwhelmingly male, and
male-dominant,
it's kind
yeah.
of like that's what happens. Like women end up getting frustrated with that, and then they end up leaving, and then that's why they just continue to be 80 to 20%. You know, why they continue to be
I
so
got you.
overwhelmingly
I
male.
got
So
you.
the
I
cycle
got
just
you.
kind of repeats itself.
I got you. And they just keep
like, how
leaving.
does it ever
Yeah.
get fixed? Basically, you know.
damn.
And like, I'm not surprised at all. Like, I'm disgusted, but I'm really not surprised. And when you look, I mean, you can kind of take it and extrapolate it to other aspects of, you know, there's been this whole like thing recently that comes up every couple of weeks about titty streamers and how they're taking people's views, and like everybody talking shit about how women need to cover up. Like, there's like so much like beauty and dopeness in the gaming community, and like there's obviously a whole bunch of cool people like us that game and
Right.
aren't shitty, but then there's also like a whole bunch of shitty people in the world generally, but also in particular in the gaming community that, you know, say super racist shit or say super misogynistic shit. And when you have those people and they're not just gaming online, they're working in a company and they're in charge and they're taking that way that they feel about like women or black people or whatever, and then they're putting that on them, and like that's influencing somebody's work environment. Like, it's not surprising to me at all.
Damn. It's funny because it's like all this, I guess, bad health stuff coming from out of the gaming world. Because remember we was talking about like the kid stuff, like how predators and stuff. It's like you got to deal with that aspect of it. Now it's like women and maybe some racial stuff as well. Yeah, you got to deal with that. So it's just like, damn, it's like in the place that's looked at as so happy and such a safe medium, it's like you got all these issues going on, man. It's crazy.
It's the reflection of the rest of the world.
Yeah.
That's true.
Basically.
Yeah.
And honestly, this has probably been going on for years. It's just now it's so much easier to find these things out.
Because of social media.
Social media and
the
the
same
internet.
platform that lets people complain about Sonic.
Right. Exactly.
You know, gives you the
So
ability
now,
to put that
you
out
know,
there.
Yep,
because
that's true.
So now, I mean, the gaming industry has been around for decades. So you know, this is probably just how it's been for so long. And I just think it's really fucked up that, you know, these companies, you know, have this mindset, or the people at top have this mindset, and they just you know, like BZ was saying, trickle down that toxic mentality, and it just spreads throughout their company. And like when, you know, the women there get frustrated and they want to do better, because, you know, I know women in the gaming industry who do amazing work, who, you know, who are designers or who are testers or people who actually really do some worthwhile work in the industry, who are trying to get ahead, but it's just difficult for them. Or they work for a company, like you were saying, that just, you know, doesn't give them that proper platform or shine to do what they got to do. And then to hear that, like, it just sucks. It's like, I mean, I wish they would just, you know, take all that out from the whole, sexism, racism aspect and just kind of like focus on this is people who love video games. Like that should be the common denominator of these companies. Like, okay, do you love video games? Do you love designing or putting them together? Well, let's work together as a team to make the best product we can for the people, and let's do it with, some camaraderie and not looking down on each other, trying to step over each other's toes, or just making people feel certain types of ways or they want to leave because they don't feel like they're appreciated. And I think a healthy work environment will make not only your company more successful, but it'll make your productivity more successful and your games more successful because people are going to be excited to be working for you and doing these things. So hopefully that changes. I mean, it sucks, but like Eric was saying, it's the reflection of the world. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it is a reflection of the world and society at large. But I mean, we have to admit that there is a little bit more of it in the gaming community, and there's so much evidence of that. And just like little like microaggressions, or like, for example, like 9 times out of 10, if I'm playing anything online, like, and I'm not playing with people I know, I don't use my mic because I don't want to deal with the like, oh, you're a girl, you can't play, or blah, 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 or like other little, like if you just scroll through Twitter and like if you follow a lot of women, particularly black women on Twitter, you will always hear stories about like somebody like spamming the N-word at them, or like calling them, telling them they need to get back in the kitchen, or
YouTube videos all over YouTube, like where they'll post and they'll just show their streams, and it's disgusting to hear. Like,
absolutely,
the stuff you hear, it's just like it's embarrassing. And these are like kids or even grown ass adults too, just saying whatever they want because they're hiding behind that anonymity and that video game, so they can just say all this stuff, and it's just like it's just disgusting. So
yeah, that's crazy. And speaking of, and this is a bad look because this is my game too, man. Borderlands CEO. I gotta make sure I get these names right. The Claptrap. If y'all ever play Claptrap, if y'all ever played Borderlands, he's a character that you can use, one of the 4 characters that you can fight with, play with, shoot up shit with. The voice actor David Eddins says that the CEO, Gearbox CEO, that the developers that make the game, Randy Pitchfork, physically assaulted him back in 2017. So in my mind, I'm thinking like, dude, why would you assault one of the most famous characters in Borderland characters, man?
With the child porn,
it is the same
that motherfucker is crazy.
Wait.
I'm like, damn.
So the dude doing with the child porn is also whooping motherfuckers'
ass, right?
Who are working for
working for his company.
Somebody need to go ahead.
But I'm not saying I'm just saying like what caused him, like what was the like what caused him to just like be like,
Probably calling out that child porn shit.
No, it was apparently about money.
Probably,
like that's what I saw when I was reading about it, is that it was about money. Like basically the actor was saying that he wanted royalties, I guess, from like he said he would basically do it for free, but he wanted to get royalties from like past Borderlands games, and
because they re-releasing them and stuff. That's
right.
Why.
And Randy was like, I guess,
like F you need.
Like,
essentially, yeah.
Yo,
royally walk in that sound booth and do Borderlands 3.
Right. And I'm like, damn.
Slip some child porn in your pocket.
Oh my God.
Fuck up all your shit. You ain't getting hired ever again.
Oh my God. But yeah, I was just like, man, but I mean, it ain't gonna mess up Borderlands. I mean, the game is already made. It's pretty much, we just waiting for it. But I'm just like, damn, like, I didn't even know that about the voice actor for Claptrap, because he's pretty popular. He's definitely a popular character, a popular figure in the game. Usually if you see him, if it's not one of the enemies, it's always him on the cover of the game. He's always like the face of Borderlands. So I'm like, man, that's kind of crazy. But hey, another toxic thing going on in the video game world, man. I just thought it was pretty funny once I read it. I'm like, damn, that's my game too, man. But
the title of this episode needs to just be like toxicity.
Like toxicity. Right. All the bad shit that's going on in the gaming world, man. Like, Jesus. Well,
like
we talked about some good shit. Huh?
Like Sonic the Hedgehog.
I know. I think the best shit we talked about so far was the Mortal Kombat going in the Hall of Fame. Like that's been the positive stuff.
Glimmer of hope in this show.
Yeah, a glimmer of hope.
Ass episode.
I know,
Everything's
right?
bad.
Everything is as bad. No, but that's what's up though. I'm cool with it. Up next we got what's that? Quantic Dreams under investigation of reports of sexual.
Goddamn, B, when we gonna get some happy shit?
Hey, Kevin, the producer,
Kevin, what the
You know
hell?
what I'm saying?
What is
Kevin,
this week?
Kevin, like, this is gonna be an effed up show today. We about to be all. Look, in the week that we having our Mortal Kombat
I know,
tournament,
right?
you know what I'm saying? We supposed to be like all
supposed to be
happy
excited.
and shit, and it's like sexual assault, women, da 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 da. It's like, damn.
I'm trying to rep for the women. Let them know their
Thank you. I appreciate
That's
it,
what's up,
Kevin.
though.
What's up?
That's
Yeah,
what's up.
we got to put a light on
Gotta
this. We
shine
do.
light on that shit at all times.
Yeah, at all. Yes, definitely.
Because that's ultimately what's gonna make it get better. Like the thing is like
Yep.
we can sit here and like talk about this utopia, like, oh, maybe one day this will get better, or hopefully it will get better. But like realistically, like the only way it's going to get, and it's getting better slowly but surely, but slow than a motherfucker, you know?
Yeah.
And so what's gonna ultimately change that is like people speaking up or people being vocal about it to remove the stigma that there is. Like
Yeah.
I know when I was reading, a lot of women were afraid of speaking out because that culture is so entrenched
It
there
is. It
that they're
is.
like, well, this is going to jeopardize my job if I speak out about it. And like I said, that happens in a lot of different tech companies and a lot of companies in general. Like we
Mm-hmm.
said, it's not just this, it's society, it's the world. But
Right.
like the only way that that's going to get better is if we fucking talk about that shit.
Yeah, talk
And
about
shed
it.
light on it.
True.
Yeah,
all
shed
the
light on
fucking
it.
time.
If it's happening, you got to talk about it. We definitely got
Put
to.
everybody on blast. All these companies, all these CEOs, whatever you find, just put them on blast. That way, everybody gonna realize, yo, you need to change it right now, or you gonna be outed.
We had
Because
the same problems that Echo Fox. Remember last week? They were saying this.
Yeah, yep. Put them on blast.
Everybody ain't shit apparently.
You're right.
Right.
yeah,
But yeah, they had lost. Yeah, they lost the case over employee harassment related inappropriate Photoshop images. Yeah. When I was reading, I was like, God dang, employees spread around via email. That's crazy. Like, I'm just like picturing like, God, if you a woman and it's just like you have to deal with that type of crap. Picture what?
You almost said female. I'm proud of you.
Really? I did. I ain't even
You
slip.
almost said it, but you twisted the woman because you're doing better. Yes, growth.
I guess so. I guess so. But yeah, a young lady's picture going around via email. Like, yeah, that's. I
Oh
think,
yeah, that they like Photoshop some weird.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers is crazy.
I know, man. Like, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. That's crazy. Cause yeah, I'm close to a lot of women. You know, it's like women that I'm close to that I hold dear to my heart. So it's like I hate when I hear stuff, about that, man. So yeah, it's especially if it's a black woman. You know, I mean, it's women in general is horrible all the way. But when it's my sisters, man, I'll be like, man, like, come on,
Ride.
yeah,
Time to ride out.
time to ride out. You gotta protect our sisters. All right, so on to the topic. Should game developers unionize?
like
I mean,
And-
judging off these stories, sound like it.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, I'm like-
that's good job, Kevin.
Yeah.
Good job.
Tying
good
it all
job.
together.
I know
Right up to
it
the
all
bone.
tied
Look at
together.
the producer
All right.
producing.
I know, right? Damn.
But yeah, that's actually that's a really good point. They should. They really should. I think it's at a point where they need to look out for each other, come up with a union, and to be able to stop, all these things happening, and kind of just have something to fall back on, and keep, these things in check, because it's kind of like, you're at the mercy of these companies you work for, and you don't have anybody to go to, like you were saying in the story. They can't go to the court, so they can't
Right.
report this thing because of their contracts.
They can't go to
having
the
a
lawyers.
union would be able to kind of control all that and give them an out, or give them somewhere to go to kind of keep things regulated and fair. So yeah, I think they should be a gamers union or a developers union.
You think that'd be like a step in the right direction? Like
Yeah.
if this was to
and
happen?
it'll have these CEOs and these companies who are hiring these developers. It'll make them think twice about how they treat them.
Mm-hmm.
How much work they make them do, and then also just in general what they do around the office and how the work environment they set up is established. Because if they know they got a union on their backs that's reputable and will ride for these developers,
Mm-hmm.
they're gonna think twice. Already they got them getting outed already, but just when they have that infrastructure in place, it's just better security for them. So I think they should go for it.
What about you, Tony?
I mean, being from Detroit, I'm very pro union because I have
Yes.
so many family members that all work for like
Work the
Ford or
plants.
GM,
Yep.
right? And so,
Yep.
I generally feel like unions are a good thing, especially in, like I said, like situations like this.
It's a
where
great safety
we
net.
can see that there's violations
Yeah.
that are happening, and that people just give them an extra layer of protection, basically.
What about you?
Ditto.
Eric B? Ditto. What she say? Oh, okay. He like ditto. I'm checking the chat. Nigga, leave me alone.
I'm busy today.
Yeah, I agree. It's amazing that you mentioned that because I'm like, yeah, unionize. I've seen it's definitely a great safety net for them plant workers. I've known plenty of them that worked in GM, Chrysler. I know some still that works for those big plants. So yeah, unionize. I think that's a great idea. Shout out to Kevin for putting that up there. I think that's a great idea for game developers to do that, man. I think they should unionize everything. I mean, at this point, it's big. Like
It's big.
It's huge.
It's huge.
Yeah, it's huge now, so they can do that.
They don't have one already. So.
Yeah, so unionize. I'm with that. I am definitely with that. All right, so next is Granddad's turn. Guess his game.
Guess my game. Yeah,
Guess
they've
my
been skipping me
game.
over, y'all. Y'all knew it too. But,
Yes,
I did.
mine.
Whatever. Everybody got 2 times. I'm like, when my time
Right,
again? I ain't
right.
say shit. I'm like,
I only
damn.
had 2 times.
You didn't have 2 times, so you'll be
No,
next.
you haven't had
She
two
hasn't
times?
went twice.
Oh, okay.
I could've
So
sworn.
yeah.
All right, so I had to think really.
Are you wait? Yeah, you about
Wait,
to set
we
the
gotta
timer,
set
right?
the timer?
Yeah.
we
What
gotta
time are we
turn
gonna
chat
set this
down.
timer? Are we gonna do 3
Are we doing 3 minutes?
minutes?
We
Or
get 3 minutes. We 3 minutes.
We back to 3 minutes.
where were we
Yeah.
at before? Because I remember
2
she.
minutes. Because I was told multiple times.
Okay, it's too short. So 3 minutes is
Not gonna say
good.
names.
Okay.
I say
All right.
3 minutes.
3 minutes.
She said her name.
All right. So
All right, so this one.
The question is when was the statement when I was at the time.
Okay.
so give us a clue. Give us a clue.
Are you ready? So this game was heavily influenced by a popular Run DMC song.
SSX Tricky?
Damn it, nigga! Yeah,
He got it.
that's it. It was quick.
What is it called?
SSX
Yeah, see, there you go. I had to think on the fly because I had y'all just granted me this.
Damn.
You wanted that shit so bad.
I was like, yo.
There you go.
That
See
was
you
so
in
damn.
4 weeks,
I was
my
quick.
guy.
That was
I was quick. I was quick.
you in 4 weeks, my guy.
Yeah, here.
Dang.
Yo, because I was quick. I
They
did
ain't
that one, man.
They ain't even
He was
voted my
quick.
game that
BZ
quick.
was like thinking.
I
Y'all was
know.
thinking. He was like, I got this already. Like that's
Oh,
it.
my
Wow.
God.
You didn't look at the chat, did you?
No, I had it
Okay.
closed.
You lied.
And I had an
You had to
article
read
up
it-
anyway.
Okay.
Computer closed and everything.
Wow. I think that's a
Wow.
record.
That's a record. I'm gonna give you that.
Man, I hope if I guess next time, y'all don't guess my game that damn quick.
Shit. See, I don't give me time to prepare because I didn't even know.
She had a backup segment.
I know, like that.
I feel like I should get another game, yo.
I mean,
If you got
damn.
another guess in your head,
I
we
got
can do
another
that.
guess. Like I didn't think you was gonna think of that one that quick.
Let's do another.
Let's do another one.
Shit.
Just for shits and giggles. Let's do another
I didn't say
one.
the name of the song.
He didn't
though.
say the name
I
of the
didn't say because if I would have said Tricky, then he would have definitely got it. So
He was like, Eric don't know that old ass lean
I was
song.
thinking like he might not know this shit with his young old ass.
You know that gangsta
You know
lean
that
shit.
gangsta lean shit? Let me fuck him up with this shit real quick. You know what I'm saying?
All right,
What you
so
got?
You got another one?
I think I got
If he gets this shit quick, this is gonna be hilarious.
I might have to retire. If he gets I gotta think about my choices right now for real.
You put on probation from getting.
Like guess my game probation and shit. All right, let me dig in the well real quick.
We'll give you some time.
Okay. Damn, you got me on edge. Nigga.
Oh, yeah,
I had
boy.
3
You got
games,
me on
man.
edge.
I don't even know. I can't. Shit. I mean, he in my head now. Like, do I say this game? Because he probably know this shit too. Like, fuck. I'm trying to think of something that's obscure shit. Let me think.
Just thinking some shit he don't play.
He play everything. That's what it is. This nigga plays everything.
Play a lot of shit.
He play a lot of
Yeah,
shit.
he does. Yeah, Eric does.
So
You better say FIFA Street or something.
FIFA Street was hitting though.
He was hit.
But
I
now
ain't
you
played,
just got okay. In this game, you ain't gonna get this shit because this ain't even in your realm, nigga.
Okay.
Purposely doing this shit.
My realm's pretty big.
In this game, you can. You got me scared, nigga. In this game,
Go ahead, go for it.
okay, so this game is the only game that was focused on. How do I say it? I want to say the name. So yeah, this is the only sports game that was focused solely on an NBA player from the Lakers. Boom.
Was the NBA player Magic Johnson?
No.
So it wasn't
For the
only one.
Lakers, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
No.
For the Lakers, it only focused.
Didn't Magic Johnson have a game when he was on the Lakers?
I mean, yeah, he played because he played for the Lakers his whole career.
You just said the only one.
No, that was No, he didn't have a Magic Johnson full-blown basketball
Kobe
game.
Bryant's N64 game that I can't think of the name of right now.
I need a name. That doesn't count.
One of
I
y'all
need a
got the name? One of y'all fill that blank? Like, I'm thinking about Charles Barkley, shut up and dribble, but it's not.
It's not.
I know
Charles
it ain't
Barkley
that.
didn't play for
I
the
know it
Lakers,
ain't
nigga.
that, but I'm just saying, like, he got that little
Shaq?
name
Was
at the
it
end.
Shaq
Kobe
game?
Bryant's.
Shaquille O'Neal.
It's Kobe.
Because he only played for like 16 teams, so he don't count.
It's Kobe, B.
It's-
What's
yeah.
the name
It's
of Kobe's game on
He's
N64?
there. He's close. He's close. You just got to give me the name of the game.
Kobe.
Come on, sports people.
Kobe had a video game.
Yeah, I don't remember Kobe having
It was on-
a
it was on
I got him,
N64.
y'all. I got him. See, because this is one of my favorite, actually, low key, one of my favorite basketball games I've ever played.
And I can't Google it knowing I gotta guess
You
it.
can't Google it. No, you gotta guess my game, man. I know, right? I can't Google it, can I?
Damn.
Y'all, Eric gave you the alley oop.
I feel like I'm
He alley-ooped it
yeah, I
to
feel like
y'all.
I'm picturing it, but
It's on N64, dog. Kobe Bryant.
He's there.
Kobe Bryant's.
Boom, 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 boom. Like he's got to say the rest of the game.
And see, that's the thing. I played the sports games on my PlayStation when I had an N64 and a PlayStation.
Yeah, I had both. So I had both.
I did too, but I never played the sports games on 64.
It was an N64 exclusive.
Oh, I don't know. I
Gotcha.
can't.
Nigga. That's what you get for
I mean, but he's
that's
there
so
though.
fast.
But he's like, I don't even
I had
know
to go
what
to
the
the
hell.
sports world for
I don't
it.
even know what the hell you're talking about. Actually,
Nobody does.
really
It's
don't.
one of them games. So y'all give up?
Somebody in the chat got it.
Somebody in the chat's got
But,
it.
yo, Nikki do say, you know what it is? You know what game we talking about?
It's an N64 game. Kobe Bryant.
He wasn't.
Nah, see.
Thinking about it, like the only thing I can think of.
it ain't NBA.
They got it
Live.
in the chat. They got it in the chat. They lighting the chat up with it.
All right.
It ain't NBA Live or nothing like that. Cause
Nah.
yeah.
All right. You
give
won.
up.
That shit
You
must have
got
been
it.
whack as hell, man. That shit probably was garbage.
What's the answer, Willie?
What is it?
Kobe Bryant's NBA courtside.
NBA
Wow.
courtside.
Nip.
Damn.
Yep.
That's probably about as whack as his shoe line.
It was. Yeah.
As whack as his rap
That
album.
shit was probably whack. I need,
But
to,
no,
I need to
actually,
look up some
honestly-
YouTube
honestly-
video of this shit. Man.
Honestly, you know what? It wasn't like an NBA Live, but it was actually a lot more fun than it led on. A lot of people slept on that game, but it was actually
It's called Kobe.
It was a pretty well done game, but it was only on N64 though. So
It's called Kobe
people
courtside.
yeah,
You said Kobe NBA courtside.
Kobe Bryant's NBA courtside. Yes, sir. He hit him with the Jadakiss
That's not a
laugh.
good response.
He hit him with the Jadakiss laugh.
This is trash. Oh shit.
I just had to stomp Eric, so that's all I
Hey.
needed to do.
We have a personal event.
Oh,
Y'all supposed to
My
know
God.
the sports shit, man. Y'all supposed to scoop that bitch up.
Shit looks so horrible.
Yeah.
But then again, of course, I'm looking at it like.
You looking at it from N64 eyes, cause like, yeah, if I look at it now, I'm probably like, yo, this shit's like garbage.
Oh, yeah.
But I was like,
Oh my god, yeah, because only basketball game that mattered was live.
live
like
at the time, right?
Live.
And I had live
Yeah.
too, but I got somebody got me that
And
game.
then 2K once Dreamcast came out, 2K started.
Yeah, 2K wasn't out at that time, so
Yeah.
live was
It was
the
live
standard.
was the stand- yeah.
it was like live and you
Everybody wasn't playing this shit, man.
yeah, exactly. somebody bought that shit for me, and I played. I was like, you know, it ain't live, but it ain't half bad.
He was like, this might come in handy
Oh my
20 years
God,
from
this
now.
is-
Yeah.
This looks horrible. Oh man, that's funny. That's crazy.
Oh my god.
There we go.
All right,
Redemption.
so up to questions.
Questions. First one coming from No Grind, No GP. What's the best weapon you've ever used in a game? He leaves some examples like the ACR in Modern Warfare 2, Kratos' axe in God of War, or the sniper rifle in the Halo series. Ooh.
I don't know if it's the best, but I will say the weapon that I think of that was always my favorite was the hammer in Halo 3.
Yeah.
That I would
Gravity
be so
hammer.
fucking excited to grab that gravity
That
hammer.
sound?
And yes, and just be knocking motherfuckers. That was So that's my answer. It's not the best, but it's my personal favorite.
When I read the question, I thought about a Halo game as well. I thought about Halo 2's battle rifle, because that was the shit that separated me from everybody else at my college, because I knew how to work that battle rifle. I could be close, I could be far. Either way, I'm fucking you up. It was so versatile. Like, that was my shit. But the other weapon that came to mind was the nunchucks in Super Double Dragon, because once you pick them shits up, it's over. You hitting them with about 6 hits, they dead. That's how they sound when you hit them.
They sound like what? How they sound like?
Like, they lost
Wait,
their
one
lunch.
more time. I didn't hear it.
That's exactly how they sound, bro.
Yeah, all the sound effects. He got a whole sound effect bank in his head.
I'm that nigga from Police Academy.
Police Academy.
Oh, yeah, they're making all them sound effects. Yeah.
All right, what's your weapons, man? What's your weapons?
Machete! Hey!
Crossbow, the crossbow from Turok.
Oh yeah, cross the board score. No,
That's not even mine.
Recently, it's machete. No, I'd have to say it's a tie between. I got an affinity for the Blades of Chaos.
Okay,
I just love that shit, but also the Golden Gun from GoldenEye. Because, just the grind to get that shit and then one shot, one kill them motherfuckers, and it's just gold. Come on now.
That's real.
So, yeah, it's a tie between the Golden Gun and the Blades of Chaos for me.
Was mine actually. From God
Blades of
War.
Chaos?
Yeah. Because when you got that shit in the new.
I was hyped when I got that shit in the last
I'm like,
one.
man, I know we ain't going to have this X this whole time. Man, when them Blades of Chaos came, I was like, oh, hell yes. And I was using that shit the remainder of the game. I ain't even go back to the unless I had to use it to like a puzzle or something like that.
Yeah.
But like, I didn't go back to the axe.
No,
So, yeah,
I
Blades of Chaos is my
I switched
shit.
it up. I
didn't
grew
switch
an
it up.
affinity for the axe, but it ain't nothing on the Blades of
No,
Chaos.
once I got the Blades of Chaos, I was like, what axe?
For real?
Hell yeah.
Oh, that
Because it
axe
was
came
just,
in handy,
I loved it. Like the way it felt was like really dope.
yeah, man.
You can throw that shit and it came back to you.
I like the Blades of Chaos. It's just it's so throwback and nostalgic
It is,
for me.
it is.
I'm like,
I ain't gonna
man,
lie.
like that's what made me fall in love with God and War. Like just playing with those Blades of Chaos. So that was it for me. I love them.
Speaking of hammers, the hammer in Super Smash Brothers, like the first couple Super Smash Brothers, soon as you get that shit, niggas better run. And you just doing that.
Yeah.
B don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but y'all feel me. Like that shit was real, bro.
No,
It's
damn,
Caesar
like
was
that.
pretty
Super
dope in
Mario
Halo
hammer. Like
too.
in Donkey Kong, when you get that hammer and you can like pretty much destroy anything.
Right,
So they
right.
just did an updated version of that in Super Smash Bros.
Oh, okay, okay.
One hit a quitter.
One hit a quitter.
Really?
What did you just say? You said
I said
something.
the Needler in Halo is pretty dope too.
That shit was so
Oh,
OP.
I never. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't.
Y'all were deprived.
I mean, I know Halo was a dope game, but I just never
Needler,
like.
dog.
Yeah, like somebody sent me a meme recently where it's like Scarface standing on the top of the balcony like he's holding a machine gun, but he's holding a needler. That shit is so fucking lit. I'm gonna find it and post it later.
I'm trying to think. I know it's some other weapons, but definitely the Blades of Chaos was the first thing that came to mind.
Blue Shell in Mario Kart. Gotta shout that
Oh,
out.
that's a good one.
Oh yeah, that's
When you
real.
get that shit,
Strikes fear in your heart.
hell yeah.
You thought you was
You ain't-
first place good?
Yep, it's like, oh shit.
You hear it first. Hey, oh, hell no. It circles around your head for a minute. And you gotta get your ass.
What I do, pro tip, like if I hear it coming behind me or if I'm playing against somebody and I see that they shot it, I'll slow down and brake so that I'll become second and let somebody get in front of me so it'll hit them and then I'll just
Yeah.
drive
See,
on
they
past
keep
them.
gaming the latest Mario Kart for that. If you do that shit, they'll still hit you.
For real?
Yeah,
Oh,
because they're like,
that's-
nah, you was first. Hell no. You getting this blue shell work.
We got you. We got you.
Because I tried that shit too. Like, goddamn, that shit don't work. But what does
that's
work
whack.
is if you got the little boom box shit, if you set it off right before the shit drops, then it eliminates the blue shell. So that's a way to negate it. But other than that, that's your ass. So
Show ass, Mr. Postman.
Mr. Postman.
Next question comes from Voodoo. With gaming becoming mainstream in today's world, in your opinion, where would the entertainment industry be as a whole without video games?
Say that first question again.
It was just one question. Where would the entertainment industry be as a whole without video
Without
games?
video games.
it just be without video games. Because honestly, the video game industry up until recently hasn't had the same footing as I guess movies and television. More recently, yeah, because with esports and then just people making movies and shows based on video games. But
then
early
them
on,
should be trash though. The movies,
but they be bad too. So it's not like you can't like say without video games would the entertainment industry like suffer, because they probably wouldn't, because there's so many
Right.
different
I
forms.
feel
of
like
it.
they're very different mediums.
yeah, so you
Yeah.
can't really compare them.
like I'd have been okay if we never had a Street Fighter movie or
Yeah.
a Mortal Kombat movie. Like I'd have been okay with that. Like stick it to the video games. I want to stick to video games, because if you making these trash video games turn movies horrible, then just don't even make them at all, in my opinion. So I think as far as that point, they would be just fine without video games.
And crossover across the board, like we're talking about going from a video game to a movie, but even in a lot of instances, going from a movie to a video game never works
It
out
never
that
work-
well
yeah,
either. So
yeah.
I feel like because the mediums are so separate and kind of independent of each other,
Yeah.
that
They fine without they fine as far as being two separate entities.
Yeah.
I think. What about you?
I was hoping to have a better answer, but I don't.
You don't?
Y'all pretty much wrapped it up. It would have billions less more money in the entertainment industry without video games. But as far as this direct impact, maybe It made Michael Bay say we need more explosions, but other than that, I can't really think of much else, man.
Yeah, because even when they tried to make Terminator and RoboCop into video games, this shit was horrible. It was just horrible. Like even when they go from the, like you said, the movie to video games, is like no, it don't work.
Trizage.
What's the next question?
Next question comes from my boy Flip. He asked thoughts.
Flip
on-
Wilson?
No.
I know who that is. I seen him in the chat before. I'm just fucking with him.
His question is thoughts on Sony thinking they're Nintendo. And what he means by that is some censorship in games, censorship in their games that PC and Xbox One games didn't have. And Devil May Cry is the example used in the article that he linked. But how do y'all feel about that, if anything?
I didn't even know they did that.
Get a little less booty.
I didn't even know they did that. But
You said what? A little less booty?
A little less booty because they would shine like a
On
lens
Nintendo?
flare on it.
I'm talking about Nintendo.
Oh, so just
Sony.
like cutting down like the nudity or the graphic stuff. Yeah,
Oh, they trying to do like how remember when Super Nintendo had came out with Mortal Kombat? It was like it
They
was
sweating.
blood. It was like dust. It was like dust that was coming up. And like when Scorpion do his finish move, instead of him yanking the thing, all he do is like freeze you, go up to you, and you fall in pieces. I'm like, oh, that's so lame.
How you do that fatality, B?
How I do it is forward. You got to be like in the sweeping distance. You got to be in the sweeping distance. It's forward, down, forward, high punch, and then here, boom,
Bruh.
jump back, bow. Yeah.
Man, I remember Liu Kang had that fatality where he do like the little
twirl
kick joint and he uppercut you. I'm like, bro,
I did it on him.
Oh yeah, he
busted. Dude, Eric was cracking. He was in tears crying.
Y'all remember Kanos when he just punched you in the chest and you fell?
Yeah.
He pretended he had some.
He had something in his head, yeah.
Like nigga, come on now.
Yeah, so
Like,
that's what sound like they
shouldn't even
doing,
make the
man.
damn game.
That's awful.
Yeah. It's Devil May Cry, so they still kept everything else in there, but just that little bit of crack in the back, I guess, was a little bit blurred out.
Me and Kevin made the exact same face. Like,
What, the way I say crack? Or the way
all
I
of
did the hand
it.
motion?
It's the whole
A little bit of
sentence.
crack.
Yeah,
little bit of crack.
It was
I
the
drew the
hand
crack.
motion.
Okay.
It was the fact that you made it rhyme. I'm like, fucking.
bit of crack in
Is
the
that
bag,
gonna be
you're
on
right.
Nick Ray's next mixtape?
Bars, nigga.
That's gonna be the first single off your next mixtape.
Hell yeah.
Crack in the back.
Crack in the back. And the one in the front. So, hey, pumps in the bump. I know that one, goddamn.
Crack in the back. Girls with the crack in the back. Like it's sundress season in this bitch.
Oh my god.
Oh, shit. All right, man. Last question is a long question from Leo. I'm going to read the whole thing.
Man, that's a long one.
It's like the question isn't long, but the setup is kind of long, and I think the context
But
is
we
kind
need
of
to set up.
required.
That's what you're
Do we need to
saying.
set? Can we
people-
cut to the chase?
The people want to hear it though, huh?
Just read the whole thing.
They probably don't want to hear.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, so I'll shorten it. There's a game called 6 Days in Fallujah. It was going to be a first game based on a real war that actually happened in 2004. So real people actually died. Konami was going to publish it. They decided not to because of backlash. The question is whether you think it's possible for video games to cover real and recent events in the same way as a book or documentary, or whether the medium is held back in some ways, like the perception of games, the young audiences, the focus on fun. Do you think the public is ready for a game like 6
No.
Days in
I don't think
Fallujah?
so. No.
No.
Because can you imagine if they making a game like based off 9/11 or something like that?
Right.
Like,
Yeah, it wouldn't even.
It wouldn't even fly.
It wouldn't even finish development.
The thing is watching a documentary is one thing, but when you're playing a video game, you're actually controlling some aspect of
Right.
it. Like I feel like
Because
that.
think about like people who got affected by whatever documentary that they might basing that off of.
Right.
Like, and then you seeing it being sold and stuff.
Yeah, because they're saying like the casualties would like there were real casualties in the war, obviously,
Yeah.
and the people that you would kill in the game would be like the people that died. Like imagine that person's family
Yeah,
being
that's
like,
a little
the
too
fuck?
Exactly.
First of all, you'd have to get permission from the families of all these people who died to even do that,
Which would be a no.
which would be a no.
You
of
would be
course.
crazy
Hell
even
no.
say.
Hell yeah,
I
that
would
in the
beat
game.
somebody's ass. Like
Right.
if I
Hey.
lost a family member and like some people say,
And we
hey,
be like,
we want to
hey,
make a,
we want to use
I'll
their
be like,
likeness.
I'll fucking shoot your ass if you don't
Right.
get the fuck out of my house.
That's what I'm talking about.
Don't tell anybody I said that, y'all. Just in case it happens, like, because
Basically,
then
Tyler,
that's
stay
premeditated.
Walk up on her crib and say some shit like that. You ain't walking on the same
That's
way.
right.
You limping.
Hey, look, I'm with her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
The second part of the question was if that game.
second part.
That's the second part.
Yeah, I know you said it was long.
It's a short question. It's a short part of the question.
Go ahead.
If the game actually did exist, would you guys play it?
Hell
No.
No.
Why?
Yeah. He sound like he wants to play that or something.
Watch Eric be on the stream. Hey, y'all, I'm streaming the Fallujah game.
Right. Right.
I'm about to kill Private John Tomlinson, died 2015.
But yeah, I was watching this short YouTube documentary of it. It was like 12 minutes long, and they were talking about how they actually asked real soldiers and had them in the studio, and they went back into battle and came back and survived. So a lot of work went into it. But Konami was like, nah, bruh. Like at first they were like, yeah, that sounds cool. And then I guess they saw them tweets or emails or whatever at the time of 2004, MySpace wall messages, and was like, nah, we out. And what their angle was they were saying like it's an educational experience, and that was.
You can make a documentary that would be educational. You don't got to make a full blown video game killing people's family members. Like I can see if you want to make a game based on that area, but have fictitious characters and make a war game.
Yeah.
But you're saying to the T, let's recreate this entire war with the people involved, people who died, people who survived. The enemies, everything like that, and I think it's gonna be cool. Like, no, everybody's gonna be against that shit.
Because if you think about like Oregon Trail is informational and people die in it, but they're not the actual people that died of dysentery on the Oregon Trail. Like, because those people's like descendants would be like, "What the fuck? You making fun of the fact that my grandma drowned when they were fording the lake? Fuck y'all." So
there's so many things you don't touch and say I'm gonna put a video game. So like like recent wars, like Holocaust, stuff like that. You don't touch that. It's like legitimate slavery games. Like imagine somebody trying to make a slavery game with real slaves.
Fucking revolt.
And you'd be like, oh, you want to be a slave? You want to be a slave master? You can choose.
I actually remember there being a trailer that came out for something called Slavery the Game. It was like a prank or like a April Fool's, something like that.
No.
But the shit was called Slavery the Game. And it was like an RTS something. Wait a minute.
Nope.
Oh, it actually exists. It came out
Get the fuck out of here.
September 2nd,
Stop.
2011.
Stop.
And that timeline matches right up for when I remember it because I was making YouTube videos at the time.
Place like Civilization, you just run your plantation.
Is that real?
I think so,
Tyler?
yeah.
Hell,
Wow.
Is that real?
It look. I gotta read it.
It says it's not a real game, but a viral. Boom. So anyway, it's not real. It's not real.
That's what happens when motherfuckers look at the headline and don't read the article.
You know what
But
I'm
I
saying?
looked at it and it said published on. Anyway, it don't matter. It's not a real game, but hilarious.
That's what happens on the internet when people like just post some shit and they didn't
I didn't
actually
post
check
the
it.
thing.
Yep.
I only said it on a public platform with hundreds.
Should never
to hear.
gave you niggas internet.
Should never gave you niggas technology. Right.
Y'all remember in Don't Be a Menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood, and
Of
this is
course.
deja vu because I said that exact phrase last episode. But they had the Rodney King game that all the police were playing in the police station.
Yep.
Yeah, like that's what that reminds me of. Like it was funny in that context, but like in real life, like you can't make that's not okay. You can't make games that like play off of a
real
like
life
a specific person that like died or got their ass beat.
Exactly. Well, that'll wrap it up for this week, episode 38.
Yeah.
Hey, look, if you appreciate you guys watching, always, if you want to get the rawness of this whole entire podcast, make sure you always follow Dead End Video Games on Twitch, where you get all of us, all the pre-show stuff, after-show stuff, everything on Tuesdays, and then you can listen to the edit version, the shorter version on Fridays.
Sanitized version.
The sanitized version. Also, appreciate you guys subscribing to the YouTube channel. Always make sure you subscribe to that because Granddad Willie's always posting up videos on there. Make sure you follow all of us individually on Twitch and on Twitter and all the other social medias and everything. I'm pretty sure it'll be in descriptions and all that stuff. But until then, we see y'all next week. Peace.
Peace. Oh my God.
Wow.